Facebook. We asked our Facebook followers, what food do you hate? We got a myriad of responses, but nothing as huge as liver, okay? This is how you felt about liver. Sean, liver tastes like a dried up face cloth in your mouth. Michelle, liver, I'd rather eat my shoes. Sue, liver, yucky, too dry and disgusting. And finally, Carol takes the cake. Liver looks and feels like a big slimy blood clot before it's cooked. Smells like pee while it cooks and tastes no better after it's cooked. Disgusting stuff. Thank you for weighing in on that. Now let's eat some liver. Okay. It's much maligned, liver, and it's probably because it's just the way it looks. You've heard it described. A lot of people think the texture is awful in their mouth. They can't stand the smell. What? All three of you like liver.
Love it.
So what's the issue? Why don't we get it?
It's because people's mothers didn't know how to cook liver.
I'm glad you said that. My mom can do great liver.
My
Fantastic.
mom will admit it. She's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I remember she'd have the paper bag and the flour and she'd be shaking it up. And, it was like, and then she's like searing it and then roasting it. And it's like, it came out and it was like really hard.
Well,
Yeah,
what
it's
about
overcooked.
the gently seared liver, opposed to my mom would cook it for about an hour and a half, and then you'd be
Yeah.
like, liver, wait a minute, it's supposed to be undercooked.
So we're cooking it wrong. It's too tough. It's being cooked for too long.
It's had a bag
You
wrap.
can't overcook it.
You can't overcook
No,
it?
you can't overcook it. It'll become very tough.
Okay, so that's what we're doing wrong. So all three of you guys have recipes that will totally change our minds about liver, so you say.
Absolutely.
So Randy, I'm going to let you start.
Yep.
You've got a poppy seed crusted liver.
Now, we're also going to start with the Cadillac of liver.
Okay.
I have a Provimi veal liver here. So if you take a look, it's like a nice, beautiful, kind of reddish, kind of gorgeous thing. I'm pretty sure everyone up here, our livers wouldn't look like this.
No.
Right? Ours would be a little darker, a little more beat up. It'd kind of be
Yeah.
like limping a little bit.
Wouldn't yours be the color of
right?
Guinness?
Yeah, exactly. So all I'm going to do is salt and pepper. And because the liver is wet, you don't have to do any egg whites or anything like that, any tricks. Poppy seeds, hello, right? And then
That'll give you a really nice crust, huh?
that's what we're looking to do too, because it's also a texture play, right? Everyone
Okay.
thinks that, oh, it's kind of like hard in this, but this is going to be the shattering outside, and then inside is going to be like melt in your mouth deliciousness.
Tender. So you're going to pan sear it.
Pan sear it,
All right.
olive oil, but we're not going to get too aggressive. A bit of smoke, a little bit of butter, and then
As we
Get
skeptically
ready
watch
for it.
from the audience.
and then let it go.
That's smoking all right.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful. So this is only going to take like
You too, after that lovely scrub you had
You know,
earlier.
it's like rough over here, nice.
you can tell we're all glowing today, aren't we? We look much more alive than we did the first segment.
I think it's all the sugar I ate.
This is only going to be, wait, I got some more coming. It's only going to take about 2 minutes per side. In the meantime, we're going to do is like a play on liver and onions. So
Okay.
we're kind of doing the liver, and over here I've got some garlic and some shallots started. I'm going to hit a little bit with the old man's maple syrup.
A
and
little
kind
bit
of
of
make
sweet.
a play on a gas streak.
Canadiana.
There we go.
Beautiful.
What's going to happen here is the sugar is actually going to fortify the heat and it's going to bring it up, so it'll cook it a little bit quicker. I'm going to give it a smack of just a touch of white wine vinegar, but not too much.
Okay.
And then, let's party. Look at this, Peller Estate. Somebody was nice enough to bring this in after I called them late night. See,
Shameless plug.
a little bit of bubbles
working,
and I get to
Jace.
take the rest home. Thank you, Jason. We're going to let this reduce. Now, if
Has
we...
it been 2 minutes? Because you don't want to, you're saying 2 minutes per side, right? This is what
2
we're
minutes
doing
per
wrong,
side.
everyone, so pay
Oh, look
attention.
at that.
Beautiful.
That's how it's
Nice.
supposed to look.
Nice.
Now. Sorry, I'm just really excited.
He was having a moment. Do we need to leave you alone?
No, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. We can probably kill the heat and we can let it sit, right?
All right.
And just kind of let it chill out. We can let our sauce come down, and then give it the sauce a little bit of salt and pepper. And as you see the bubbles in the sauce, as they get bigger, the sauce is getting ready. The last touch, a little bit of chicken, veal stock if you wish, and then what I do at home is whenever you're building a sauce, the vinegar and the sugar kind of built it up. And then the next thing comes up with the shallots and the garlic. And then the last thing is I tell my wife,
Oh, the
is that like
butter.
Ryan Gosling with his shirt off over there? And then you just throw in a little bit. And a little
Good
butter,
call.
right?
Good call.
Perfect.
Thicken it
Melt
up.
that down
Give
and
it
you're
some
good
fat.
to go. So we got some mashed potatoes.
Nice side. Okay, you know what? I think a lot of us think that we have to cook every little ounce of everything out of the liver just because of the way it looks. So you're telling us you don't have to do that. You don't have to go overboard. 2 minutes per side is good enough.
You got it.
Pair it up
rare.
with some nice potato. Switch up the onions a little bit.
Swiss chard.
I was sort of raised on liver and onions. That was the combo that we always
Yep.
did.
So over
I thought
there.
it smelled great. It's just every time I put it in my mouth, things went wrong.
But it's,
So-
it's overcooked. That's exactly
It was
what
overcooked.
It is. Yeah.
So let's look at your final plate there, Randy, and
ready
then I
for
know
this one?
the other chefs
This
have their
one
recipes
is close.
too.
You can touch it. You kind of feel it bounces back. It's talking to you. It's saying, you know, I'm almost there. Just leave me alone. Just
You're
let me
in
sit
love
one
with
more
liver.
minute. I do love my
You're
liver.
saying that.
Now,
talk liver now,
I
dude.
roasted this one earlier, and I didn't overcook it. And if you want to take a look, as we slice in, just take a look.
That's how it's supposed to look.
It's pink. Perfect.
You're in love
As you
with
can
liver.
see,
There's a
just
love
a
affair
little
happening
bit
right now.
of a sear on the outside. A little of this. Away we go. We can plate this up here.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
Right? We get a little chive it
Okay,
down.
so Jason, and why don't we start with yours,
sauce.
Devin? So
Sure.
we see Randy's amazing recipe. It looks good. We'll have to try it to be
What-
sure that we've changed our minds about liver. What did you bring?
So what I did was kind of a play on liver and onions as well. I made
Okay.
a bacon onion jam with black coffee and ancho chili.
Ooh.
So that's it's really fortified, really like hello. So that's in there, and that's on top of mashed potatoes as well. And with the mashed potatoes, again, a lot of butter. Whip that in there. I
Right.
didn't do the Ryan Gosling reference, but a lot of butter. Get that in there, and then I run chives through it as well, and then I garnish with thyme from my garden.
Right.
A little bit of thyme
Very
going
nice.
wild.
Fresh herbs. Okay, and you brought a really interesting, also liver and onions.
It's peach
but-
season, right? So,
Yeah.
and I think what you want is you want that kind of acid. You know, we've all done a little splash of vinegar or something like that. So again, I caramelized down the onions,
Yeah.
and then I threw in some Niagara peaches, splashed a little bit of apple cider vinegar in there, a little bit of beef sauce, and toasted walnuts for crunch.
Yeah.
Again, adding texture to it. But then I grilled my liver. And literally, really hot
Okay.
grill, boom, boom, on both sides. Again, nice and medium rare inside, and you've got a great sauce.
Do you guys have utensils handy and a couple of plates maybe?
Yeah, sure.
So maybe distribute a couple of
what?
those pieces of liver.
Tracy?
Colleen and Laura are going to come up from the audience. No, Colleen and Laura are going to come up
Tracy,
and try it.
you gotta go straight up. Where's Leanne? Leanne needs a piece of this.
I'm going to do it first,
I lost my
girls.
plate.
Come on over
Oh,
here.
there.
Come and surround me.
So I guess.
Okay, I'm going to go first in solidarity.
And you're going liver straight up. Look at this.
Wow, it's very tender.
Isn't that nice?
So good.
I don't know. I'm
tastes
still on the fence, guys.
Really?
Okay.
The tongue.
It looks like a tongue. Okay, serve it up for them.
Very small.
A very small.
There we go.
It's a texture thing for me, I
Get a
think.
little bit, get a little onions
for
in
you,
there,
honey.
Get a little
I've,
onions in there. There we go.
And another little piece,
I have
please.
2 portions over here.
Oh,
Just little
perfect.
small spoons.
There you go. Okay, give it
that
a
a
try,
shot.
ladies.
I
and
have a huge one.
just take a little bite. Let's take a little nibble and tell me what you think. Oh my God, that was really a little.
Sinister
I can't
laugh.
even get it.
How about you? What do you think?
Oh, it's actually good.
She says shocked.
Not so slimy.
Okay.
There you
She's
go.
used to the slimy stuff. What do you think? Can you get
It's
it?
no pizza to me, but it's bearable.
I can appreciate that. You got a bearable and it's pretty good, not slimy at all. I'd say that's a victory.